We live in a fantasy world, a world of illusion. The great task in life is to find reality. Only lies and evil come from letting people off. We can only learn to love by loving. Every man needs two women, a quiet homemaker and a thrilling nymph. Love is the difficult realization that something other than oneself is real. I think being a woman is like being Irish. Everyone says you're important and nice, but you take second place all the same. He was a sociologist. He had got into an intellectual muddle early on in life and never managed to get out. Moralistic is not moral, and as for truth, well, it's like brown, it's not in the spectrum. Truth is so generic. Literature could be said to be a sort of disciplined technique for arousing certain emotions. Happiness is a matter of one's most ordinary and everyday mode of consciousness, being busy and lively and unconcerned with self. Perhaps when distant people on other planets pick up some wavelength of ours, all they hear is a continuous scream. The absolute yearning of one human body for another particular body and its indifference to substitutes is one of life's major mysteries. The cry of equality pulls everyone down. Being good is just a matter of temperament in the end. One doesn't have to get anywhere in a marriage. It's not a public conveyance. In philosophy, if you aren't moving at a snail's pace, you aren't moving at all. Between saying and doing, many a pair of shoes is worn out. In almost every marriage there is a selfish and an unselfish partner. A pattern is set up and soon becomes inflexible, of one person always making the demands and one person always giving way. Art is the final cunning of the human soul, which would rather do anything than face the gods. Anything that consoles is fake. Falling out of love is chiefly a matter of forgetting how charming someone is. We shall be better prepared for the future if we see how terrible, how doomed the present is. People from a planet without flowers would think we must be mad with joy the whole time to have such things about us. All art is a struggle to be in a particular sort of way virtuous. Falling out of love is very enlightening for a short while. You see the world with new eyes. Philosophy. Empty thinking by ignorant, conceited men who think they can digest without eating. There is no substitute for the comfort supplied by the utterly taken for granted relationship. The notion that one will not survive a particular catastrophe is in general terms a comfort, since it is equivalent to abolishing the catastrophe. I dare say anything can be made holy by being sincerely worshipped. The priesthood is a marriage. People often start by falling in love and they go on for years without realizing that love must change into some other love which is so unlike it can hardly be recognized as love at all. Human affairs are not serious, but they have to be taken seriously. Perhaps misguided moral passion is better than confused indifference. Writing is like getting married. One should never commit oneself until one is amazed at one's luck. No love is entirely without worth, even when the frivolous calls to the frivolous and the base to the base. I see myself as Rhoda, not Mary Tyler Moore. A bad review is even less important than whether it is raining in Patagonia.